Now, if you've been following me for my Tom Cruise series, I apologize for how long it's been taking me to get to the next movie. I hit a little bit of a snag, and I'm also dealing with my summer classes, so I do apologize for the delay. I will be getting to it shortly, but for now, I'm going to be going over my personal movie recommendations for you to get to know me a little bit better. And this is just my way of kind of opening the door to who I am and what my interests are, because I do appreciate all the subscribers I have been getting and want you to see a little bit more about me. So let's get to it. The first genre I want to talk about is drama, and the one recommendation I can give you is Requiem for a Dream. This movie has touched me in my heart and soul. I talk about the soundtrack to this day with one of my dear friends because it's so impactful. I mean, I saw this first when I was in active addiction, and then I saw it years later, just a couple of weeks ago, as a sober person. So it kind of was two different sides to this viewing experience, and I thought that was so interesting because I never thought I could be able to watch it again, honestly. I mean, I talked about it over all these years since watching it the very first time, the only time, and it had such an impact on me as someone that went through similar but not really similar things. It has that raw emotional feel to it. It's a psychological drama. It's so fucking amazing. If you have the opportunity to watch this movie, I invite you to do so. All right, now we are at one of my personal favorites, horror movies. Now I could say The Shining, Silence of the Lambs, Saw, Alien, any one of those movies are a great recommendation, but I want to talk about Sinister. Now, Sinister is one that stuck with me because really I saw it when I was kind of young, and it just was such a great twist at the end. I thought it was so great. It was a twisted kind of movie, and I'm really into that. Says a lot about me. um I could go on about that movie, but if you have not seen it and you like horror movies or twist endings, Ethan Hawke, any one of those, see this movie. Sinister is great. It's 2012, I think, is when it came out, but truly one of my favorite horror movies still to this day. Now, I do like recent horror movies like Smile, or one of my big obsessions is Terrifier. If you could not guess, I love Terrifier, and I love Damien Leone's mind. I think it's a beautiful, twisted, in the best possible way mind. Now, I love Terrifier 2 more than 1 and 3, I think, just because I love the story, but you can see the story unfold in 1, 2, and 3, and I cannot wait to see Terrifier 4. Now, that's just a side note. I love Terrifier, love Smile, love all the other movies I mentioned, but if you want to watch a horror movie and kind of get into the mind of me and why I like twisted, weird things, watch Sinister. Now, if you know my channel, you know that I love me some Mission Impossible, but the action movie I want to talk about is The Matrix. If you are anybody but my young ass coworker, you have seen The Matrix, so you know why I would recommend it. The visual effects are phenomenal, they're groundbreaking. Keanu Reeves is great in this movie. My family calls him Kanunu Reeves. The plot has been talked about since 1999, and it's still referenced to this day. People talk about being unplugged, people talk about living in the Matrix, and Ice Nine Kills just came out with a music video based on it, so that's probably why it's floating in my head. But I have always loved these movies. Like, they're so impactful, and that's why I want to recommend The Matrix if you have not seen it and been living under a rock. Now we have arrived at comedy. Honestly, I love a lot of comedy movies, but the one that is really in my heart, the one that is my favorite, is Austin Powers. I love all the Austin Powers movies, but Goldmember is probably my favorite, which is kind of weird because normally the third one out of three films, the last of the trilogy, is not one that people generally love. They love the first one, but Goldmember was one that I watched all the time as a kid, over and over and over. I watch it when I'm sick. I watch it when I'm not feeling well and just feeling down about myself. I mean, sick and not feeling well are the same thing. Uh, but I watch it when I'm not feeling well. I watch it when I'm sad. I watch it just when I need a laugh because it truly is my type of humor. Mike Myers is so amazing. I would love to work with him one day. If I ever get out of this chronic illness spiral that I'm in. I just Truly, I think he's amazing. I think his humor is perfect. Dad jokes, dirty jokes, all of it. I watched the Pentaveret on Netflix because of him, and honestly, not bad. Like, my kind of humor in a lot of ways. So, really, if you love dirty jokes or dad jokes, you will love Austin Powers if you have not seen it already. These are the few genres I'm doing today. I do have a lot of other genres I can cover and a lot of other favorites in these genres. However, I wanted to get my thoughts out there. I wanted you to get to know me a little bit better and like my interests, my thought process on why these are my favorites, why these are in my mind right now. These are just ones I'm thinking of in these genres and why I would love to recommend them to you because personally, I love these movies. So that's what I want to share with you today. Please stay tuned for more videos, and if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see from me next, or you just want to let me know your favorites of these genres, please comment below, and I'll see you next time.